The story begins in a world where peace seems almost real. Superman and Wonder Woman have brought a fragile balance to Earth after years of endless conflicts. Cities are rebuilding, crime is at an all-time low, and the Justice League feels like it has finally achieved what it was meant to. But beneath this calm, Batman has uncovered disturbing signals, hidden experiments across the globe where governments are creating super sentinels, enhanced soldiers designed to challenge even the League. He warns the team, but his words are met with doubt. Superman believes that the nations are finally trying to protect themselves without needing heroes. Diana believes they should encourage this progress. Then the first strike happens. In Central City, a sentinel goes rogue, attacking civilians and releasing a new kind of fear gas mixed with alien tech. The Flash barely contains the situation, but hundreds die. Batman confronts Clark. This isn't human error. Someone is playing gods with weapons they don't understand. The truth shakes the League. A secret cabal of leaders called the Dominion has been developing these sentinels for years, believing that one day, even the Justice League would need to be stopped. Superman insists that they must show strength, but Batman disagrees. Strength without restraint will turn us into tyrants. Tension sparks. A silent betrayal brews as both sides begin preparing in secret, one for control, the other for resistance. Performing arts, the Dominion executes its plan. Cities worldwide are struck simultaneously with advanced robotic armies, designed using stolen alien technology and enhanced by LexCorp's secret funding. Their goal is clear: dismantle the League before it grows too powerful. The first casualty is shocking. Aquaman answers a distress call from Atlantis, only to find the Dominion's machines flooding his kingdom. In the desperate battle, the Kraken is slain, and Arthur barely escapes with his life. Furious, he swears vengeance, but his council blames him for bringing Superman's wars into the ocean. Atlantis begins to fracture. Meanwhile, Superman publicly demands world unity, declaring that the Dominion is nothing but a chain of cowards hiding behind machines. His speech, though meant to inspire, instead sparks fear. Governments across the globe question whether Superman intends to impose his own rule. Wonder Woman stands firmly beside him, claiming the world needs decisive leadership. Batman, however, begins recruiting not just heroes, but rogues, vigilantes, and anyone unwilling to follow Superman's path. He contacts Green Arrow, Black Canary, and even Deathstroke, forming what he calls the Shadow Network. The world edges closer to war, not just between heroes and villains, but between ideals. The Dominion unleashes its deadliest weapon, the Revenant Protocol, an AI capable of mimicking the powers of fallen heroes. Using preserved DNA and mystical artifacts, they resurrect twisted versions of Martian Manhunter, Hawkman, and even Kid Flash. These echoes are soulless, but devastatingly powerful. The League responds, splitting forces across the globe. The battles are brutal, Flash fighting a corrupted mirror of himself, Wonder Woman clashing with an endless swarm of mechanical furies, and Superman facing an army designed to weaken his cells with synthetic kryptonite. But the greatest conflict isn't on the battlefield. In the ruins of Star City, Batman and Superman finally clash in words and fists. Batman accuses Clark of playing God. You don't want peace, you want obedience. Superman fires back. And you want chaos. You hide behind shadows while the world burns. Their fight is interrupted when the Revenant Protocol nearly annihilates both factions, forcing heroes and villains to unite temporarily. But the damage is done. Nightwing is killed in the crossfire, Damian blames Bruce, and the League fractures permanently. By the end of this act, Superman declares a new law. No nation will ever stand alone again. The League is the law. Batman disappears into the shadows, preparing for the long war ahead. Months pass. Superman's global justice order controls most nations, crushing Dominion remnants and silencing dissent. Crime has dropped to near zero, but so has freedom. Batman resurfaces with the Shadow Network, striking at Superman's regime with surgical precision. His forces liberate cities, protect whistleblowers, and spread hope, but they're branded terrorists. The world is now split between two visions of peace, Superman's enforced order, and Batman's fragile freedom. The final confrontation erupts when the Dominion returns for one last play, unleashing an Omega-level weapon powered by stolen apocalyptic energy. Both Batman and Superman realize too late that their war blinded them. To save Earth, they must fight side by side one last time. In the climactic battle, the Dominion is destroyed, but at a cost. Superman absorbs the Omega core, nearly killing himself to save the planet. As he collapses, the world looks at him not as a tyrant, but as a savior once more. Batman, watching his fallen friend, finally admits, "Maybe you were right, Clark. Maybe peace takes more than shadows." The story ends with Earth rebuilding again, but the scars of divided heroes remain. The League is broken, but a new generation may one day rise.